Ready, go.
Stuck a mic in my face. I said the first few words that came to mind. If there's hope for the human race, we need $15 an hour. $15 an hour. $15 an hour. 15, that's the chorus. They say this is a democracy, but there's none of that on the job. Just a company making billions, while the rest of us get robbed. We need $15 an hour. $15 an hour. $15 an hour. 15. There's so much crime in the city, it fills my heart with rage. Especially the crime of the billionaires who would pay such a criminal wage. We need $15 an hour. $15 an hour. $15 an hour. 15. I took a red eye to California, landed at LAX. Well-paid workers looked me in the eye, said it's really not complex. We need $15 an hour. $15 an hour. $15 an hour. 15. The company says the union just wants to get your dues. They should try making that argument with someone who has something to lose. We need $15 an hour. $15 an hour. $15 an hour. 15.
Your flags up, because what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Hey, Brandon is way too low! Hey, ho, ho! Brandon is way too low! Hey, ho, ho! Brandon is way too low!
I can bet my rent.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! That is way too low! Hey, hey! Thank you, Brother Charles. So right now, I want to introduce a very important, actually several very important members of Congress. As I've said over the past 2 years, low-wage federal contract workers, fast food workers, and Walmart workers have gone on strike all across the nation. And they've been fighting for 15 in the union. When these workers walked off their jobs, most Americans dismissed them. But because of the champions that we have here today, Representative Keith Ellison and Senator Bernie Sanders, 15 is no longer unrealistic. 15 is becoming a reality. Seattle has done 15. LA has done 15. New York is about to do 15. And we need the Congress of the United States and the President to do 15. I am proud to introduce our champions, Senator Bernie Sanders and Keith Ellison. Let's give it up.
Joseph, thank you for all that you have done, and it's a pleasure for me to be here with Keith Ellison and other members of Congress. But mostly, I want to thank all of you for your courage, for the courage to go out on strike and say enough is enough. Workers are entitled to dignity. Brothers and sisters, this is the wealthiest country in the history of the world. The problem is almost all of that wealth rests in the hands of a few billionaires. And what we are saying today is that workers like Santia should not be forced to work 70 hours a week and sacrifice their health.
That's right.
What we are saying is that workers like Charles should not be working 40 hours a week and living out on the streets.
That's right.
That is not what America is about. I think that if you work 40 hours a week, you have a right not to be living in poverty. Today, we send a very loud and clear message to the United States Congress, to the President of the United States, and to corporate America. And that is, all of our workers from coast to coast need at least $15 an hour. What we are saying loudly and clearly is $7.25 an hour. The current federal minimum wage is a starvation wage. It's got to be raised to a living wage.
That's right.
What we are saying today is that we have got to close the loophole that allows employers to pay tipped workers, waiters and waitresses and others a shamefully low $2.13 an hour. That's got to change. And what we are saying is that Senate contractors and federal contractors must pay all of their workers a living wage with affordable health care, decent benefits, and the right to join a union. That's exactly why all of us are here today. Today, more than half of all African American workers and nearly 60% of Latino workers make less than $15 an hour. Unacceptable. Since 1968, the minimum wage has lost over 30% of its purchasing power. Unacceptable. The president must sign an executive order so that every federal contract worker in this country is paid a living wage, good benefits, and the right to join a union. Let me reiterate a point that Joseph made a moment ago. The largest low-wage employer in America, not Burger King, not McDonald's, not Walmart's. It is the United States government. The United States government should not be the largest low-wage employer. It should be the best employer in America. The good news is, and I want you all to know this, that as a result of your efforts from coast to coast, cities, states are beginning to understand that we need a minimum wage, which is a living wage. And you are the people who started that ball rolling. Seattle did it. Los Angeles did it. New York City has done it. And it's time for the federal government to do it. Thank you all very much. Let's go forward together.
For standing up for the workers today. Thank you very much, Bernie, but I also want to say thank you, Bernie, to the other members of the Progressive Caucus who are here. They told us that the stage might be